We're going to get started.
Got it started.
Woman
Greetings.
Exalary presents Empress Sadie Saunders.
Greetings and blessings
Every time.
to each and everyone this afternoon. And this is a special Sunday evening. I have with me a special guest this evening, and I will introduce you to my special guest in a little while from now. He's kind of sitting right next to me, but I'm taking up most of the screen right now before I can introduce my guest. So we welcome each and every one of you all this evening. You know what we do on a Sundays. We come to you live and alive. And what happens here is we examine the news, we examine the events that are happening, and we examine the things that are under the rug. We take it from under the rug and we examine it. So we're going to have a time where we sometimes put it right back because it's just none of our business. Last week we were doing story times and we found some content coming straight out of the closet because those events were so large they can't even fit under the rug. So we had some skeletons fall out of the closet, and that is what we did last week and the week before that. However, in story time, we were able to discover some real stories, and we have some stories that we really cannot tell, and we thought maybe we would have run out of content. But surely we can't because just last week, so many things happened. I said, wow, the things that are swept under the rug, we got to just pull them right out. So we are going to deal with two special cases this evening. We are talking about Ashley Jenner, the young black woman who got engaged to a Caucasian man, went to Tanzania, and wound up unalive. So we're going to talk about that. And then for my special guest this evening, I want to let you know who's here with me. I have Brother Earl Morgan from the Heptones, and I'm going to let him say a little something to you all, especially good greeting to the musical unit of Local 26. So we want to welcome him and thank him as he's by my side. So,
Yes,
Earl,
people, Earl Heptones passing through New York, it's Sister City, and, you know, it's great to see and great to be on the program talking about music, music and the world cries we are always ready to deal with it. So big up to all my fans and people of the music industry and Dr. Wilburn and Sister Sadie and Brother Cliff and all those people. Ivy, my wife, and yes.
yeah. Well, we thank you so very much. Brother Morgan, he's here in New York with us, and we are going to be taking him out. The musical unit of Local 26. We are going to take him out to an event. So when we do so, we could definitely have some more information to publish. But to let our fans know who are here with us in
Yes.
studio and who are out of studio, we do have Brother Earl Morgan from the Heptones
Yes.
here with us. I'm sitting right next to me, such a privilege. So if the other guests come on, you'll be able to ask.
Respect and honor legendary one. Blessed
Every,
love.
every time.
Majesty is imperial majesty love. Give thanks
Yes.
for your attribution into the musical world, which helped create I and I also.
Yes.
Respect and honor my brother. I and
Yes, sir.
I, the Shiloh from the musical unit. Looking forward to even do a collaboration with the I. You see, blessed love, Rastafari. Enough
Music,
love.
from
Yes,
you
man.
from following in the music industry, anything can happen.
Yes, man. We need to get you recording back. You ain't done it. You're just cruising, you know. You're just
Yes,
cruising, brother. You see it? Yeah, man. For real. No love and ice spec, you know.
every
Every
time.
time. Yes, my
All right.
lord. What a legend. People don't know that, but you are a legend. You're a legendary person, and we give thanks to the Most High for your attribution. You
Yes.
see, blessed love,
Okay.
and we're gonna
Yes.
be honoring you soon.
All
Respect and honor. Blessed
all
love,
right. Peace. Yeah.
Rastafari.
Yes.
Bless. Well, we thank each and everyone. I see we have another brother here with us, brother from the Ethiopian World Federation. Brethren, we want to welcome you this evening. Rescue me and blessed love. Pastor Fry Liver. We
I'll
have with
bless my Lord. Blessed love, my Lord. I'll bless.
yeah, what did I say? This evening we have
Hello.
a legend with us, Brother Earl Morgan of the Heptones. So, he's here with us. If you have a few minutes just to say hi to him, you can say something to him.
Yes,
Rescue
I
me.
hello. Yes, I give thanks. Can y'all hear me good?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yes, I.
Yes. Yes. As I say, I'm passing through
Yes, I.
New York, always to Sister
Yeah,
Sadie.
I'm
Good
it's an honor, definitely an honor to have you with us tonight,
to
to
go and
be
talk
here,
about them, you know.
doing the good works for His Majesty. Many ones that blow the trumpet, you know.
Yeah.
We heard it, you,
Yeah.
we heard it growing up in the house. We heard it on the radio. We heard it in the concert when the man them come into town. When you travel around the world.
Yeah.
When people go on a pilgrimage to Mecca or Lalibela, the reggae man them, the Rasta man them on a pilgrimage to Babylon, Babylon by bus,
Yes,
Yeah.
Babylon
man.
by tour
Yeah,
to preach
man.
the word to the people. Them. Yeah, man. So we give thanks for the good works, and I'm
Yes.
definitely looking forward to, you learning and understanding about the Egyptian World Federation, and also your experience with anybody here. And it's an honor to have you. It's an honor to be in
Yeah.
your vicinity. So give thanks. Yes, sir.
I come from Trenchtown where the original thing started about Rasta. 'Cause growing up in Trenchtown, that's the first I hear about Rasta in Trenchtown from people like Marty Plan and, first time I see Rasta man, this man, Bagaway and all them people, man, they talk about, you know, different.
Baga why I sell out Bank of Yahweh.
Yeah. Huh?
Baga why I
See,
sell out Bank of Yahweh.
yes, yes, yes.
Well, it's all like Game of Thrones, But
Yeah,
may the best lion stand firm to being an upright man in the right time. The story
time.
must go on.
Yeah,
But that's that's
Exactly.
that's a colorful thing about it. It's like a movie.
yeah.
So we gotta root for the right character and watch the whole thing play out, man.
Yes,
All right.
We're gonna win.
well as he say,
Important.
he's from Trenchtown. Yes, we are from Trenchtown. We are not talking story. We live it.
Yeah.
I'm from Trenchtown also. We live the life. You understand?
Live it.
Bob Marley and I was living in actually the same town, but because of politics, we couldn't get to power the way we wanted to. The
Yeah,
old Babylonian shit system, the colonial shit system, divides
yeah,
our people. You understand? But
Yeah,
anyway,
man.
we're still fighting with words, son and power. So I lift up my hats unto Mr. Heptones because he is one of the first ones who was using words, sounds, and power to fight Babylon system. You
yeah,
understand? To
man.
burn the system. We're still doing it now. Eye on the eye. We don't have any gun, nor no bombs, nor no knife, nor no drone, but we have
Word.
fireworks,
Yeah.
words and sound and power. That's what we have, and we're
Yes,
still
man.
using it. Still
Just
using
like
it.
the song, just like the science say, everything is a vibration. I'm
Yeah,
sure
Yes.
with the item youths or grandchildren, you probably came across a video or documentary where they're talking about water. And when the monk speak positive into the one cup of rice, and then he speak
Yes. Yes.
negative into the
Yes.
other one.
Yes.
So when the item really do that, man, it's real, it's real, brethren. It's real.
That's it is so. That's why we from the Ethiopian World Federation we are having a show, a concert to honor people like Mr. Heptones and many others who have not been recognized by the world for their attribution. So we
Yeah,
have a show. We have a show which is gonna come on stream and gonna continue to show respect unto all those who they neglect to show respect to. Because I and I is the ones that chant down Babylon to get the little freedom that we have today. You understand? With
Yes,
many others like Mr. Morgan there. You understand?
yeah,
yes,
Because
sir.
I and I may not be a known artist, but I've been chanting from Mandela in prison. You understand?
yeah,
And what we chant righteous word sound. You know that Babylon does not promote righteousness. You understand? They
yeah,
promote
Yeah, man.
negativity.
We are
But
the small
I and I
arts.
is
We are the
here.
small
I and I is here still doing the work, and Mr. Epton is still here doing the work. So give thanks
work,
again for you, my brother. Yeah, man, we give thanks, man. And we're gonna bring many others on this station too. Many great one like Mr. Epton to
yeah,
show that we are honoring our black brothers and sisters who fought against the system with word sounds and power.
yeah. Still doing the
Yes,
work.
man. Yes.
Still
Yeah, man.
touring and every part of the world I travel, people say, "Earl, why don't you write a book?" I start writing the book about
Yes.
cheap now, and I have it here with me right now, putting in some topics everywhere I go walk with it and putting a little thing on this, 'cause I want to make the people know the truth about what's my life,
Exactly.
you journey,
And
Yeah.
definitely.
Yes, yes,
You,
yes.
you, like,
These are things we have to remember now these days. It's not just about fighting the system, but when we talk about the EWF perspective, it is disseminating ancient Ethiopian culture. So
yeah,
we
Tradition.
are
Yes,
now
yes, yes,
the
yes,
we are
yes,
now
yes.
not just fighting against Babylon. We have a foundation where we will have the different houses and we will build different departments that deal with different aspects of governing ourselves. So our cultural department is very, very strong. So
Of course.
it needs to
It
be
is.
built so. So when we do honor, it's not just for the fight, but it's honor for you have chosen to do the works, my brother. See, many are called, few are chosen, but even few are choose.
yeah,
So when you choose to keep on going despite the fight, despite the lack of motivation which Babylon is projecting on the people, you have chosen to be a pillar,
a pillar.
not just to be a martyr, not just to be in a fight, but to say, no man, we are Ethiopians.
Even just a while ago, Sister said they showing me that where the group again
Minutes, where?
playing tonight.
Minutes, where?
Burning Spirits playing tonight. Someplace in New York. I telling her that was the Heptones edition Burning Spirit Studio One. We auditioned them at Studio One. Three youths come from country. We was auditioning at Studio One. Leroy Sylvester Earl Morgan Barlow Ellen. Which is these three little youths coming from the country. And we say, sing what me own and him start sing, "Do people shall not enter, we shall." I say, all right, we like that one. And him sing back one name, "Don't Mess with Jail." And him sing another one, "Rocking Time." And we say, all right, to Cox and that. I say, "Dad, you from country have some nice songs. I say, let them come in tomorrow and start record. And them start record for studio and the Monday morning, we like about 6 songs and the rest is history. So we bring the burning spirit to the world. I just say we are
Yes.
pillars. You understand? So there's a
Yes,
Yes.
mystery.
that's right.
Yeah,
It is a mystery because you what happened now. I and I personally come to the decision of creating this show because of even Burning Spear, because Burning Spear has been burning before Bob Marley came on the scene and still burning. So I say,
yeah,
real. So
yeah,
and I don't see no one showing me in him the respect he deserves. You understand? Serious.
yeah. And
No joke
them
about that.
country
No,
too,
he get no respect. This man will burning spear as far as your eye can see, like the sea.
Yeah,
You hear me? No joke about that. He's
yeah.
one of the most he's one of the most biggest reggae artists in the world, and yeah, you understand me? They have not given him that honor and that respect.
Come
You
like
understand?
me. Come like me.
Yes.
Everybody get out there Jamaica and get award until me no really get no award. Nobody no
But
remember
Yeah,
me.
no, it's the Ethiopian World Federation coming to give you your respect. You
You
know?
know what I mean?
yes. We
I and I
see,
personally I make sure so that happen.
yes, I. The system out there is Babylon system, but we
Yeah.
in here have to establish the pillars to make the spaces, to give the honor, to give the accolade,
Exactly. Exactly,
to
my lord.
give the trophies, you know, and have it
Exactly.
have jurisdiction out of
Trophy and
Babylon
gold and golden record for you, brother. We
standard.
go get there. Yeah,
And
man.
the standard will be even based with the constitution to bring goodwill amongst men. You know, like for reading of
But
Brethren, the work
that's
that
the
the
will
brother
of the
see
most
to
high.
do.
That's the will of the most high, peace on earth and goodwill to I and I. You
Yeah.
And
understand?
he put it in the inspiration to put the constitution together. And we
Yeah.
have this and we have these brethren out here going against Babylon system and sing about certain things. And
Yes,
they
Yeah.
yes, yes.
decided
We
not to
mashing
sing
down the
about
system
his
with word, sound, and
majesty.
power.
Yeah,
Word,
man.
sound,
And
and
Chant
power.
down Babylon.
and
Yeah,
I
man.
forgive.
Because right now, I do some terrible chanting. Death to black and white, don't press us and all traitor race of men and women infringe upon the rights of humanity. And me are the Gideon and enchantment of Psalms and Ivine reasoning, break down the walls of Satan kingdom platters. That's what we're doing. You understand? We're
Yeah.
clearing the way for the future generation to establish a better life for our people, our nation, our country.
Yeah, stop right.
More progress and prosperity and more respect. Babylon deal with respect. I need respect. You see? And they deal with principle. Rastafari deal with kingsiple. It's the kingsiple of the thing, 'Cause Babylon, what they want to do, they want to trample I tradition under feet. And it's been so long they've been trying to invade and take over Ethiopia, and it will never happen because that's the place where the gods choose to be. That's the
Yeah.
seat of the Most High, and it
Yes.
will never be overthrown. You understand? Real.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Me
Mhm.
want to do a collaboration with because we were on a stage show. Remember the Ethiopian World Woman Auxiliary show, and I heard you with a song, and I have an answer for it. I think we could go in the studios and do a collaboration, Mr. Morgan.
Peter,
Sister Sadie,
Peter Shiloh, let the man talk a little bit now because he had to come out just now.
Sister Sadie,
Let him talk.
you know. I know Mr. Sister Sadie can get in touch with Sister Sadie, and she can tell you, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah, she's part of my management team, so it's okay.
Yes.
See me?
And
Yeah.
I'm very blessed because if when Il Selassie come to Jamaica, I see him personally with Taunton Bridge because he passed right out Taunton Bridge near Jonestown.
Yeah,
So he
man. Yeah,
passed,
man. My place, that's my place.
and I was on the bridge seeing Selassie pass me, so I was close to see him personally.
Me
Something
see,
that done. Because
I
at the
was
time,
I was
Il
7 years old that time.
when Il Selassie come to Jamaica, Bob Marley wasn't in Jamaica at the time. He was in America. So I was blessed that I was there and see him, know that.
1966. I saw him too. I saw him. He was on the train. I was in Spanish Town, and he was
Okay.
waving. Yeah, man. 1966. Me a 7 year old.
Okay.
Yeah. And them black man God come and want to see me God.
But yeah, man, how was that experience, Elder?
Yes,
When
I.
when you had to see the energy passing by all the people or the cars, what was that like, man? Or
My
when you
man,
like went to the town and
believe me,
you tell
man. The
people
people.
like
It was
you
so
see His
exciting.
Majesty pass by. How was that day?
Yes.
Like, how
Oh
did
my
that day
God.
end? How did that day go?
I I wanted to go nearer, but I realized that I would get trampled as a child, as a youth, 7 year old youth. I was conscious. I said I want to go closer. People on top
Yeah.
of the train, people all boat.
Yeah.
Return they call Peter Shiloh. Let brother Earl talk because he's more elder than you. And I only have him for a moment, so I want to hear him because you're about to tell you something. Ras give me and we had the elder here, but Peter Shiloh is still young. Let big brother talk now. Tell me the occasion when you see the king. His Majesty.
Well, it was a great moment, you know, growing up in Trenchon, I hear about that about here Selassie and thing, and then seeing for real, it was a great experience, a great moment for me, Because our people in Jamaica will never see that again. Where me see, for me personally, for myself, and the Selassie movement was a great thing to the reggae music industry to Jamaica. Rasta play a great important part in the reggae business, rocksteady, ska, Rastafari. Yeah. Can if you listen, even some of the early scam music, them name them after some Ethiopian city and even me sing the Whalers, Mystic Revelation of Rastafari, everybody sing things about Rasta movement in Jamaica. And you can't stop talking about it. I tell you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean, good thanks, man. It's I tell you what, from my youth, you know, I grew up. I was born in Dominica. We have a day we call it Black Tuesday. The same way
Mm-hmm.
how in Jamaica they had, the shoot if you see a Rasta, the same thing was going on in Dominica as well, right?
Yeah.
And I find out when I came to America now, I met some Rasta brethren from Alabama, and I find out in 1919, I had some man in Chicago who were the Rastafarites, and they were saying Haile Selassie. Well, it wasn't Haile Selassie yet, but they were saying Rastafari because some pastors between New York and Chicago, which is a
Yeah.
place we know all the smart people and the people like Dr. Ben and those people and so forth, the historians are from those places. These pastors were looking at the Bible and they saw the prophecy about what was going on in Ethiopia. And in
Mm-hmm.
that same year, Ethiopia sent emissaries to Rastafari and Empress Tuditu. And he went to Chicago himself. He went to Haiti. He went to Jamaica. He
Yeah.
went to Trinidad. He went to Japan. He went to China. He went to
Must-
Korea,
Yeah.
Germany. Boss, the king was traveling on his chariot of fire.
Yeah,
What
man, we
people
see.
talking about? What
Man.
people talking about? The King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Pangla the Chavadu that was flying around in his chariot, and
I
people saw the man, and they did bow and they did confess to say he's the highest in every land. The people them say that.
tell Kennedy
And
and
I
all them
keep knowing my voice.
girls have it in Jamaica now. Video. I have it. Yes.
hmm And we
Yes.
can see now His Majesty, the earth is His, because everywhere He went, He was honored as the King of Kings, the Emperor. So,
No,
brethren, when you decide to sing that, brethren, you are an angel on the front line,
yeah, man.
declaring the
And
glory of the King is here.
Yeah,
it
man,
was
for real.
it moves simple and humble.
Brethren, because this is war, the war of love,
That's it.
good over evil. Now, man, we basically having a good time.
Yeah,
We
man.
basically celebrating the King. We basically celebrating how we black and we love it. And God black, man. Come
Yes.
on, man.
Yeah, man.
Nothing to be
Yeah,
ashamed
man.
of.
Yeah, man.
Nature is good. The
We can come.
fruits are wonderful. Ital is vital. Let the
I
angel sings. Listen.
yes. Yes. You know. And we for there to stay together, live together, and fight together, and love one another. Because that's the greatest. The strength. Cause them words that come from people like Marcus Garvey, Bob Marley, Walter Rodney, name them, all of these people I love them dearly. It even cost them life, but them no business. Them just preach the love to the world. I didn't take it, I leave it. You know. Yeah. I like traveling.
Mm.
Traveling make you meet a lot of people. You meet all kind of people in the world. You see how people live, you know, and people, different cultures and things. And it's a great experience for me to see certain things that, when we the Jamaica, that little boy I go, me the one who would come see certain things, and you travel the world and see everybody suffer. You have poor people in every nation, you have rich people in every nation. You know that, Rasta?
Yes, I.
Yeah, you have poor people in every nation and rich people in every nation. Yes.
I remember I said, blessed are the poor in heart, for they'll see the Most High. 'Cause rich people don't have time to remember the Most High, cause too much vanity upon their mind, see it. This
Yes.
what I say. Yeah, cause
Yeah.
I and I have to remember our brothers and sisters, the less fortunate. You understand? Yes, that is Rastafari work. The poor and the needy, the widow and the stranger, and the less fortunate.
And,
That's
and then you have again, yeah, you have some people back now which you don't want it. Can remember me do a show in a place named Ireland. Go do a show in Ireland or England, and this white guy coming in my changing room. White dreadlocks coming in my changing room. And the man say, yes, come on. One guy here, and thing, and I'm talk loud and thing. I mean, I just remember try get ourselves together to go up on stage. And after we done sing and coming back, we come in and see him come in and start shaking and say him like this one thing. Ordinary man, just good like Sister Sadie. When we are people my old guys, them the cats them come out to do and show your cats around for them. Him had the seventh Earl of something, Rich guy,
Mhm.
When you name the Earl of like the eighth Earl of so something in England, you have some big guys,
Yes.
castle and him no want it. Him they want to go over the castle. But the police and everybody know him say I'm part of one that I'm relative, but him just want to live a humble life. No want no riches. Okay, just come back with me as you say, you have some people have it and don't want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not happy about it, Them just want to live a normal life, you know.
Well, we are happy that we have with us
Yes,
Brother Earl Morgan from the Heptones,
yes.
and we are also happy to announce that the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated Musical Unit, Local 26 Musical Unit, is having a talent search as well at starting April 26th and running right through until about July, because July we are going to
Right.
see the five finalists or so, I will leave the music up to Peter Shiloh to talk more about that because he can give us more details and information. So at this point, we are having our Sunday show that we normally take topics from under the rug and everything else. But today we are so happy to have this special guest that we took the opportunity welcome our brother to just vibe with us for the evening. We kind of staying long, really next to each other. We hanging out. It's a nice moment that we can do so. And Brother Earl will be hanging out with us a little while longer because he too will be one of the judges on the talent show for.
Put it on a
for
pencil. Oh, God.
oh, when we hanging out, we have so much fun, Brother Earl. So you're gonna be one of the judges
Yeah.
for that period, and we are looking to have um auditions in the gospel category, the reggae, rap, calypso, and poetry. Also, we're gonna be having dancing for people who want to dance. That's also very good. And the people who make to the finals, they would be in the music
Yeah.
video that's taking place on July 18th of 2026. And the five finalists, they would be having some sort of little prize going on. As I said, I will let Peter Shiloh just, explain more about that. He is the director in the musical department of Local 26. So he will give us more details as we go along concerning what we are doing. And all of this is going to come to finalize on July 18th of this year, 2026. So as we go on Sunday evenings, I said, I'm so happy to have my guests with me, but we have a show that, we do our Sundays whereby we take the information from under the rug, we examine it, we sometimes put it back. So what's happening in the news today? Today, we want to talk about the young lady, Ashley Jenner. Ashley Jenner, beautiful young black woman, was due to marry a Caucasian guy, and it appeared that love went wrong somewhere along the line. So we do have videos to back up the story, but the story do go whereby a young woman got engaged, went to Tanzania with her Caucasian spouse, soon to be husband. Apparently, they had an argument of some kind, and it turned out 3 days later, or 3 days into the vacation, she was unalive. She was found hanging from her room. We don't know all of the circumstances, but we have some of the news which we can examine. We're going to throw it out there and we're going to see what really happened. And with the news, we have to put things back. But the very facts that we are dealing with, young, beautiful black woman taken from us way too
New
soon.
details in the tragic passing of Ashley Janae. Ashley Robinson, who went by Ashley Janae on social media, and her new fiance were on vacation in Tanzania. On April 3rd, during their vacation, her boyfriend at the time proposed becoming her fiance. Then on April 5th, Ashley celebrated her 31st birthday. All of the photos and celebration that we have seen took place at this hotel. On April 6th, Ashley and her fiance they moved to a different hotel just north. Arrived, Ashley and her fiance were staying in room 25. 2 days after they arrived, they got into an altercation and hotel staff moved them apart. This was after room 24, which was directly next to the couple's bungalow, complained of the noise. Ashley's fiance was moved to this bungalow area. Shortly after that, a hotel attendant was making their rounds for inspections and they found Ashley looking for a phone charger and they were able to get her one. She then asked the attendant to return in about 15 minutes. When the hotel worker eventually went back to her room, the door was locked and the lights were off. Using a spare key, breaking news, we know new details in the passing of Ashley Janae. Ashley Robinson, who went by Ashley Janae on social media, and
Well, we have the basic of the news of what's happening, and we leave it here with you now. We have a lot of more videos that has been played, but some of the things we are looking at, the facts. Young, beautiful black woman unalive after 3 days of vacationing with the supposing fiance. So, what really happened along this journey? What really went wrong? Because a woman who is getting ready to be married would hardly commit suicide because she's already in a happy state. So, we want to rule suicide out, but we cannot find the fiance at the moment to help understand what possibly could have happened, so that we don't have anything solidified. So we're gonna wait for until fiance can explain the situation for us because we don't know what really happened. We wasn't there. But for my wide studio audience who are here with us, and for the million studio viewers, it's a million. They could always weigh in and tell us what they feel happening. So we welcome each and every one of us to the studio. We thank, of course, our engineer Charlie for always being here with us, putting us on spot. Charlie is from the Charlie's Angels.
Okay.
Yes. We have to explain Charlie sometimes.
Yeah.
And we have the Angels with us, and we want to thank Peter Shiloh, who is always here with Peter Shiloh. He did the jingle for us, and
Yeah.
he's going to make sure that our show stay looking bright and fresh because he says the Sadie Sundays. You heard that? So we want to thank him. He's always here with us.
Yeah.
I'm just explaining to Earl Morgan what's happening like. And to each and everyone who's here, we welcome them because people are going to come in from time to time and we are going to bring them in. We
Yeah.
had with us Raskimian from the local European World Federation.
Mm.
So happy that he came on. He with us. And he loved Rastafari, and he was so happy to hear from you.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, brother, the local, we are local 26, and we live in our local. And we want to do work together,
Yes.
the federation up, because what we do with the good vibes is to put the European Federation up, to let people live their
Yeah.
lives well, and we are happy to be we, the black people of the world.
Yeah.
So we are here, and I'm going to leave the floor open to my studio audience. We welcome each and everyone as they come in. We know a lot of people were invited to come through, and then we leave the floor open. So, Peter Shiloh, what do you think of the case of the young, beautiful life after a vacation moment of love, splendor? What do you think happened?
A case like that, wow, it's really, really, really peculiar. Listen now, when I out of view looking in, furthermore, I don't know how she get this man to be her fiancé, right? That's the first thing I must look at. So I don't think she know this man. You understand me? She may seize him, but she don't know him fully. So I would think that she was tricked. Cause these players nowadays, they are so dangerous and smart when they're playing people. She got played and was lured into a trap, but she should have checked out this man fully before she think of calling him a fiancé, much less to go out with him, not knowing who he is or who is truly his. It's not all that glitter is gold. That's what I was told, right?
Yeah.
So she may see this shining thing and think it's an angel, and take a step now, it becomes a demon to her. That's how I'm seeing it. How I'm seeing it. You see, my girls are so smart that could not never happen to them. My girls, I have four empress and one king, and believe me, my empress is my. They are so smart. Rastafari teaches its children knowledge how to preserve their lives. You understand? So she was tricked. For me, she was tricked and lured into a den. That's what I see.
Yes,
Really.
I with you, Peter Shiloh, on this because
Mm.
there's something quite sinister about the whole
Yes, what is that?
relationship. This woman really was tricked, but more so, she was kind of placed into the arms of this monster. Because what I'm seeing here, when I watch the dynamics, she, as a content creator, on her podcast, she would bad talk black men, allegedly. She was told that black men is no good. Her father is a black man. So something happened along the way. Her mom remarried and she married a white man. So I can see a sort of, you know, coaxing her into what a better life could be, or possibly what joy and happiness could possibly look like. Because here we have the black woman feeling happy to bash the black man, yet you fall into the arms of a white stranger. As Peter Shiloh just said, she didn't really check out this man too well. She just fell in. So, somebody was kind of urging her along, luring her, because it just didn't seem like she knew this man so well. Now, we may know people for a long period and still don't know them, but that looked kind of so wishy-washy, too quick, too soon. I want to get married. Where did he come from? And but then your mom is married to a white man, so it kind of bring the picture to look like mommy is all right with the situation, so it's all right if we do it like this. And she end up losing her life. If she had taken some time to know him, perhaps she would have seen that it really wasn't her cup of tea, and she would have keep it moving. But all the same, we lose one of us, well, black sisters. It's a death, it's a loss, it's painful. But what I understand as well, uh, listen carefully to a black man gave a response to this whole thing, and he was saying, "What if? this white man knew how much he hated black men, and they would have no regard whether she lived or died. And it was quite really looking at things from a different angle. But one black man, he did say it. He said, because sometimes, you go among other communities and they see the hate you have for your community and they build up a hate against you as well. So that was a real far way of looking. But examined all the responses. But the reality of the situation is beautiful young black woman is dead, killed by supposedly the white fiance because 11 days have passed and still hasn't gotten him yet for questioning as far as or to place this debt upon him. So at the moment, we would continue to look and search deeply as to what really happened, that we'll come to a conclusion as to what really happened. So far, I would let my other audience who are here with us speak as to how they feel
Love story go
concerning
wrong.
this.
A love story go wrong.
Yeah.
When we see it, a love story go wrong. And sometimes love is a very funny thing. So I love that it will come from the heart. And sometimes some love come from the lips. And the love story go wrong somewhere down the line. Told me, listen, what's happening. And somebody pay the price for it. Somebody pay the price for love. You know, Sorry to hear that, but it's a part of the journey of love.
Yes, indeed. Along that journey, sometimes it can be very detrimental. As you know, we have our elder with us said, it's a love story that went wrong.
Yeah, love story
And,
went wrong.
coming from a man who knows about love, sing about love,
Yeah, love
has
story
been in
wrong.
love, we're going to listen to him as a love story going wrong.
Yes.
And what can we say? In the eyes of love, love, which is a many splendid thing, we have emotions play out. In that same video, we saw whereby this woman and the supposedly fiance, they had some kind of scuffle, as the video would show in the in the room that they rented, and they were told by the hotel authority that they should be separated, and they were moved in separate rooms. So this also took place. So we saw that argument got a little violent, and then the end result is somebody dead. I mean, if you can still see that somebody got analyzed. Same thing, but for use of better, there
Mm.
one in the grave and one will be led to be questioned what happened. So here we are. That for our other audience who's here, that have you heard the story, or would you like to comment? Back to you, man.
Yeah, so this situation is something to do with community, because in her situation is it's a lot of that being thrown around the internet where people are in a culture that is very polarized and it's men against women, and you see it in a culture on all levels because on the TV shows, which used to be when I was young and probably your times with things like Good Times and different times, is that they would show families, fathers, mothers, children with problems, and they're being solved or helped by the parents. But now the shows are just children on the shows with no way to solve the problems, just going back and forth with each other and saying stereotypical things about each other that the system has perpetrated against them intentionally to degrade their character, intentionally to make people not trust them. A lot of catchphrases we see that's out here in the culture, the managers of these artists are people that's not of our culture. And these people are now gravitating to this kind of culture where it's just polarized, men against women. And it's all over America in different aspects of different cultures. You listen to country music today, it's just the same thing as rap. You listen to so many different things, it's changing up. So now these young women have had problems within their community, whether it's their boyfriends in the past or sometimes their own fathers, sometimes their uncles, sometimes the neighbor, and then they never found any type of safety in the community after these things happen, or they don't feel as if the community had consoled them after something happened. So they said, F the black community. Even though these women will produce black men, they will produce black men. They still say these things. So it's like a sickness where people hate themselves. And they intentionally go with people to spite somebody. So they don't pay attention because it's about power and it's about revenge. And when it's about that, then they don't understand that man's nature with power and women and what the feminist movement was about. They don't understand that. So this has happened a few times, even from the situation where the woman is a Caucasian woman. This has happened because they don't understand these people's want for power and their wanting for a reality that is a reality of racism, where even though they are with you, they will still think of you as a dog. And you see how they love their dogs, but they still think of you as a dog level, and they would love you and take care of you. But the minute you get out of a position that they're uncomfortable with, they'll love to take you down. There's countless children, adults online who have been complaining about their interracial parents. A lot of them have been complaining about their Caucasian mothers, how they didn't feel any kind of connection or certain things that the mother said, or they grew up in a family where they think everybody was good, okay, and then one day the father said something racist, or the mother said something racist, or the family always did some funny stuff around them all the time. So we have to realize that people in these situations, they are vengeful, and they end up not paying attention to what's going on, and the more evil one takes over. So we hope that people understand it's not just about love as anything. It's like these people have an intention with us.
I like very much where you're going with it,
Yes, yes.
Rascomia,
Yeah.
because they surely have an intention and purpose with us that is very, very sinister. Because once the black woman realized the value of herself and what she's really, walking around with, she is really a bag of treasure. And these people, they know that the black woman, is indeed a treasure. So even some of the black women who don't know it for themselves. So sometimes we watch the situations, and when a woman has such low self-esteem and doesn't have value, she wouldn't even inquire about herself. So I see a situation where a young woman anxious to be placed or to be called or to be acknowledged as somebody when she did not see the beauty of her own kingdom. She didn't see it because no one was there to prompt her into it. Seeing mommy has a white husband and mommy's probably telling her how wonderful her life is. So she gravitates towards that world because at the end of the day, you know, life is a pursuit of happiness. We all looking to find happiness one way or the other, and we want to feel that vibration. So she was misguided. She lost her life, and it's a lesson for a lot of other young, beautiful, melanated souls that our value is beyond, sometimes what we know. So I would like young women to take a lesson to know you want to word something, because if you didn't word something, they wouldn't find a need to grab hold onto you anyway in the first place, because they only go after the value. That's what they do. So black women, please, yeah, me type. Yes, Charlie, the floor is open. And, and for asking me, and the floor is open to the men who are here.
Yeah,
But
man, definitely, definitely. We have to let our women know that they are part of a queendom, a kingdom that is something that is very special, and she should not exploit herself to be on this market. That should not be her criteria. Um, her criteria should be family because family protects. You know, and then
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if there's a problem in family, we have to find ways to make families make amends. That's one of the biggest thing. We have to find a way to make family make amends so that when things happen in the family, people don't hide it under the rug or like people just don't do the right thing. We have to make it where things can be addressed and we are fair to each other because a lot of times the fear is, oh, they're gonna kill my picnic or they're gonna murder me or I'm gonna no. That's why His Majesty, understanding this whole demographic of things and how it works. We have been through a whole bunch of culture where we went this way, we went that way. We tried to assimilate with coming together with other different cultures. But it's like, nah, man, that culture is a nasty culture. We are seeing that cultures are perpetuating where the family learns just how they act and these different things. But we find that we, the black peoples, that's not our culture. Our culture is about balance and nature and being upright. So what we are in a position of now is, man, we need to have spaces for these children. We need to tell them about Rastafari. We need to give them things to do, and there are things for them to do. And but we just need to keep on pushing the culture to how we pushing it, and have those beautiful love songs about the black woman. Have those beautiful songs about the family. Having those beautiful songs about taking care of things in the family, having those
Righteous
beautiful
word
songs
sounds, you
where,
know. Mm.
yeah, man, people can resonate to say, I have no desire to be going out there because where I am from and who I am is so beautiful, even
Make
with
people
all the
feel love and
scars.
joyful, you know. Make people feel
Yeah,
love and
man.
cared for and joy and wanted, you know. That's the thing.
good
Mm.
talk, good talk. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We are tough people, but we sweet. They beat them have stingers, but they got the honey, and it's
Yeah,
okay. Sometimes we are rough people, but we have to understand we are ourselves for a certain reason, and there's so much we've been through. We just have to be in a place now where we listen to the situation because a little bit before this, another black woman was complaining about her Caucasian husband online. So, it's a thing where we getting to see the whole world now. Sometimes this might just be one or two stories, and it's not that big in the community, but it's so tragic. It's so touching that there has to be a change because she should have understand with what we've been through as a people. It's not just about love is love. It's about the culture. You lose your culture, you lose your mind.
you
Yeah.
lose your
It's
life,
about
you know.
the culture. Yes, man.
You lose
It's
your
about the culture.
culture. You lose
Because
your culture.
the culture would have made sure they knew who this man was. But within the
Exactly.
Caucasian culture and the
Exactly.
other culture,
Exactly.
you could
See
just
what I'm
marry,
saying?
Tom, Dick, and Harry, and go all over the place and travel
You
the
know?
world, and nobody got to know who your family
Yes.
is.
Because they're looking at the outward parts. They're not looking at the character of the person. You understand me?
Yeah, man.
Remember the king
Yeah.
said, try every spirit, you know. Whether them come with lax ballad or not, you try them to know what they are and who they are and what they are defending. We just don't accept it like that, you know. Test the
Bedroom.
spirit to
It,
find out.
it
You
was
understand me?
one set of ancestry, and then a few people they turn. That's all. So what we see, if we see science say Nigeria alone has more variation in DNA than the rest of the world who seem to be from other races. So India combined with China, combined with Europe, combined with the Native Americans, combined with the Latinos. Nigeria's DNA is still more diverse than all of them. What does that
Yeah.
mean? We are the mixed multitude.
Yes.
They were just us. And then some people turn and they're only now 7% of
But
the world
you, you,
population.
you know what
But
what
but
what it
they
is?
but they control the airwaves. They control the visuals. So people think that their perspective is so important more than the people. And who are the people? We are the world, the black people.
More than the original people.
We are the original. You cannot be more than
Yes.
original because
That's it. I
every
am
time they want
said
to look
they are
into
trying. They are trying to be more than us, which it's not gonna be. It
no,
can't happen.
it's worse than that, brother. They are trying to consume us like how they consume the trees and the animals. They take in the Epstein files, they found out that they've been taking black women bodies and testing them. Epstein was talking about how Nigerian women give birth, and he wants to study that. So when they do what they do, they have us like cattle. And but the thing is that what they speak of in their reports, in their studies, is that we are the most human. We, as us, as black peoples, in our very different forms. Because South Africa, Khoisan people look different from Senegal. Senegal look different from Tigray. But guess what? Somebody in Senegal look like somebody from Malawi. Somebody from Nigeria look like somebody from the Congo. And somebody from like Jamaica look like somebody from Ethiopia. Why is
But you,
that?
as you said that, this week here, I saw a woman with two children on the road, and I said to her, "Where in Jamaica you're from?" She said, "I'm from Africa." But
Yeah,
this what happened.
brother.
The Ghana people look like the Jamaicans because most Jamaican is from Ghana. In the slave
Yeah.
trade, Ghana. So I said to
Yes.
her, she looked like a Jamaican. She said, "No, I'm not a Jamaican. I'm an African." I said, "You look like somebody I know from Jamaica." That is that.
You
Yeah.
see? Yeah, man. It's a reality where we are here. We just have to turn around, like they say in Ubuntu, and see each other as brothers and sisters. And His
But that's
Majesty
what we
set
are.
the example to tell us He is the emperor of all of Africa. In 19 what is it, 1934, when he made a statement in the Chicago newspaper, the Chicago Defender. He said, "I am the emperor of all of Africa, and I am king of Negroes all over the world, especially those in America."
Yeah,
So we,
because the
Farrakhan,
72
all them
nation
other
did bow,
people,
There is
uh,
there is the picture with the nation, 72 nation bowing to praising
yeah,
him as
man.
kings of kings and blah blah. So
Because because
it's for the
when
world.
when when England, when France, when Portugal, all of their royal families, when they
Mhm.
trace their family back, is to who? King David and Solomon.
And the Queen of England was bowing to and England them ruled the
Yes,
thing.
Elizabeth. Yes, and
She was bowing. She
no,
and George.
and it's not just that. It's you. Do you see how the system works? Because I just said all of them claim to go back to who?
He got.
King David and Solomon, the King
Mm-hmm.
of England. If you watch when they did the ceremony for the coronation, they talk about King David and Solomon. All of them claim the same father. But Ethiopia is the righteous son through Menelik that got the Ark of the Covenant and kept a Christian nation. They kept the covenant from David time. When the new word came, they got with the new word before everybody else. They did what was supposed to happen first. They did the honorary thing. So the reason why they bowed to him is because that is the bloodline. And it's not a fantasy, it's not a religion, it's a hidden thing. Because Solomon didn't exist. But the next person who Solomon represents did exist, and that blood does flow through his majesty.
And
And
it
when his
and it
majesty
is
went around the
under God.
world, he walked with the Ethiopians' king's list. Today you see people in the esoteric and the Kemetic and these different things talk about the Pharaoh Akhenaten, and His Majesty had them pharaohs on his king list because Kemet say they come out of the mountains of the moon, Kilimanjaro and the Upper Nile. That is Ethiopia, Abyssinia,
Yeah.
Sudan,
Mm.
Kushites. So when he went out and the Queen of England, these people who have colonized the world, they did not want to. But the power that they held and the rituals that they did for what they do to be in their positions, what Ethiopia holds and how His Majesty was raising up, and him himself of who he is, and him holding that power as the emperor of Ethiopia, they had to bow. And the only way they
Yeah.
could be trained is through back doors and through other people who were animals like Mussolini, the fascists. They had to go through the
Mengeshu.
pigs. They had to go through the pigs. That's how they
Slaughter
got
them.
through. The royal people didn't do that because if they did that, they would have lose their power. So when he come around, he do that. And he helped over 40 African countries get independence. And Farrakhan said that we are the lost children. And Minister Farad Mohammed said the same thing. And here come the King of Kings.
Mhm.
Man, this is the most subtle. They had him in a magazine. They said the humanity is quiet like a mouse, but the jaws of a lion.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
They say the Lord will come like a thief in the night.
Yep.
We have to be the stewards to say it is done already. He has taken us out of chattel slavery. We don't have to be in no colonial system. We don't have to go from America to Jamaica to switch citizenship. No, we have to build the EWF to get its 5,000 members to the UN and for us to be recognized by the UN. And once we do that, we just go to all the other countries to say, hey, recognize us because we have the criteria filled that His Majesty gave to us as Black peoples.
To be sovereign. Sovereignty.
Yeah. No. When you have a child, you don't have to put your child in Babylon system. You put your child in His Majesty kingdom for the birth papers because we will have our own birth registry. What Babylon talk about? Babylon don't own the no. What Bob Marley say? Babylon don't own no fruits. They will try to GMO the fruits, but you put it back in nature, it go back to how it's supposed to be. Sweet, succulent, full of minerals, but they
My,
want it in the lab diluted.
my brother,
Yes, sir.
before we go to fight agriculture, is one burning point I have of something you said concerning the black woman. There's something with the case that we are doing this evening concerning the black woman. The black woman was not made to be docile or that subservient woman. She was made to be an equal partner with the man that Jah choose for her. And what has happened, I see with the case that we are studying here with the sister that disappeared or was unalive. This woman was trying to be submissive to this white man. Now, naturally, we are not submissive. You know, the white man would have a problem with the black woman saying she's too loud or she's too bossy or she's too. But the fact that the black woman was created a certain way to be equal partner with the black man. So when you see you have a white partner and he wants you to tone it down, something is already wrong there because naturally it's not inbred in us to tone down nothing. We are side by side working partners with our black men because we know the strength of the black man and the black woman herself has to be strong as well to walk side by side with her black king. So you find that sometimes the black woman is just too much for the white man, and she pulling down story causes a real big inconvenience. So that's just something I wanted to throw up. What I heard, you said something concerning being docile. We don't have that quality because we were not created to be that person, but a side by side partner with our king. That's our majesty want because Empress Menen was not no docile. She was a strong partner for her king, woman that made decisions, silent, but very, very powerful. So, just to add for the black woman, there's no apologies for us being powerful queens because that's just how the emperor want us. But silence, is very golden, and there I would leave it. So I want to welcome each and everyone to the show this evening who's here with us. We are talking about what happened to Ashley Chandler, an unfortunate situation with a black woman that was unalive in Tanzania in the era of love because it's something about she being engaged, happy moments, but sad moment. Her body is going to be coming back home wrapped in some white sheet or something like that. Her parents will now have to receive her
Mhm.
and put her into the earth. So that will be her final resting place. So today, we are enjoying who we have with us here. We thank each and everyone for coming out. And on the floor, you know what the story is. So anyone would like to join in, can use the opportunity to do so at this time. Feel free to come in with us. It is our brother Ronnie with us today. Okay, no.
Who that? Yata?
Yet,
Yeah, what's up? Big up. Greeting.
yet,
Bless up, brother.
we
Yeah,
have with us this
good.
evening. We have Earl Morgan from the Heptones. That's today. You remember, brothers?
Yeah, yeah,
Yatta
man.
is here with
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
the
Greet.
musicians here.
yeah, okay. You
Yeah,
got
greeting.
someone else, right?
Yeah, you had me there. Like,
Okay.
you remember you, Yatta?
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. Yeah, man. Big up.
Big up, boss.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Yeah, respect every time. Yeah? Greetings.
Good.
That's up every time. Yeah.
What you
So
on the
you're
agenda?
talking about uh,
You have to watch you on the agenda.
on the agenda. Oh, there's some music, man. Music. Yeah. So what you're talking about
Everything, everything, anything.
okay.
Yeah, Ashley Janus, the black woman, the beautiful black empress who went to Africa,
Mm-hmm.
Tanzania to engage to this fiancé and was found dead or unalive. My goodness.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw it on the TV. Yeah. Yeah, it looked kind of strange though.
Yes.
Very strange though, but don't know that guy that our boyfriend looked like the suspect.
It's looking that way, but he's not available for conversation at the moment. But
Yeah,
it's sure pointing in that direction.
surely. Yeah, a lot of red flags. Yeah.
But he's not around. He can't be
He's not.
found. He can't be found.
Yeah,
It look like he take off.
yeah, yeah. Make it more guilty.
They might not find him none at all.
Yeah, yeah,
He gone underground. So
yeah. I'm going.
he has done something wrong. So him take for himself.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Not to
No,
worry about.
Mhm.
Why?
yeah,
But the thing is, if our children follow our African culture, they will be safer. You understand?
yeah,
Cause you
yeah,
just don't run up. You just don't run up in people like that as
yeah,
an
yeah,
African or an Ethiopian. You understand? Or whatever genes you are connected to.
yeah,
You understand? You don't
yeah.
run up in people like that. And in this time, all the earth is so wicked and full of strange people with
Right.
strange behavior. You understand? Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But have to make sure check out the person first.
Exactly. And in this
Background.
time, people take people by looks. They're not
Yeah,
checking out the character of the person.
yeah. And then
Look,
background or
you look,
yeah.
you look, you look, you look. So if you don't even have wisdom, you can't even save your life.
Right.
And that's the way all I and I as black people grow with wisdom,
Yeah,
knowledge. I
yeah,
understand. Yeah,
yeah. Real thing. Yeah,
of course.
yeah,
Especially when you're black and talented and important, you gotta be
yeah.
extra careful.
Extra.
Extra careful. And when
Yeah,
and when you're important to your race and to your people, you gotta be
yeah,
having 6, 7, 8, 9 eyes, not only 2 eyes. You got to be looking out of many eyes. So you see
Yeah,
what they do to all the important black people who can help their race and the nation, the people. You see
yeah,
what happened to them. Mm.
yeah. It's true,
So
man.
we got to be very extra careful in this time.
Yeah,
Collective security. That is what Rastafari deal with. We don't want to
yeah,
guess nor spell thing. Collective security is surety. You hear that?
yeah,
That is surety. If she had studied that man, she wouldn't have gone so far with him. You understand?
yeah. True, true.
Yeah. Much less to be alone with that monster.
Yeah, yeah,
That's a
true.
monster. That's a monster, brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
man.
Yeah,
Mm.
Tanzania.
that was
Yeah,
no one choice.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she was somewhere in Florida or something, but also she had really this a black man. You know, as a content creator, she had a podcast as well, and she was
yeah,
recommending that young black girls a white companion instead of black man, for their happiness, sort of. So it didn't turn out so well with her, but her mother is also married to a white man. So that's the kind of situation where you see she was urged on in that relationship, whereby somebody could have looked deeper and said, "Where are you going, that monster?" Because if you look at
Mm.
long enough, that that can get a little scary. It's like, I'm not going anywhere with you by myself. Are you crazy? you know. So I'm saying, but if somebody urges you along, like go ahead. He's rich. He can do this for you. You can do. He's better than the black man.
yeah,
They was placing you in his arms, but I know if you look at that long enough, you'd be like, not me.
Yeah.
So seriously, you have to look. I'm telling you.
yeah.
So,
But yeah, maybe she was just onto him because of his riches. Huh?
oh yes, definitely.
Yeah.
I understand he was a wealthy businessman as far as things go.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
he seemingly was wealthy.
Leader that leader.
Yeah, so
yeah, yeah,
that was quickly into his arms.
yeah, yeah.
Uh,
That's
And
true.
uh, and again, too, maybe he wants to do things to her which she don't want. And you understand?
Yes.
Right.
All
True.
them things that we can look into.
Yeah,
Because she's a black woman, and black woman doesn't do certain things like what the white woman does.
yeah,
It's a
yeah,
Yeah.
different culture, it's a different culture. So
And
maybe he
culture.
wants to, hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a different culture. So
yeah.
maybe he wants to you do things to her which she don't want, so she become vulnerable there now. You know, yeah.
Right.
Mm.
Yeah. Those could
Yeah.
have been circumstances because just as something did not go smoothly, and that's why a fighting start. Because
Mhm.
if
Yeah,
two people in harmony with an agreement of what they want to do to each other, no
yeah,
fight.
No.
But once there's a fight, I don't agree with what you just
Challenge and
say,
disagreement.
a
Escape.
disagreement.
Bring
Yeah.
the title.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
So that
man. Yeah, man.
how could you just do something like that, but unexpected? You spring some information on the sister. She was like, not me. And unpleasant things went down.
yeah.
Disagreement for real because I came into a situation like that and I was disinherited because I did not agree with the situation. I was disinherited. Hey, you that one? I was disinherited because I
Yeah.
disagree. Because I disagree in a situation like that. I disagree and was disinherited.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know
Well,
one there.
no,
yeah,
you're in parables when you're trying very hard to agree with your conversation. So know
Yeah,
that there's not a willing partner in any situation. There could be a bump,
exactly.
yeah,
you know.
Hmm.
So we try to be equally yoked with our partners, so therefore we have less complications. But as time go along and we understand life, something was required or requested, and one was not in total agreement, and there was a bump in the road. Unfortunately for
Disagreement. Hmm.
somebody, this appeared. So we are here for the Sunday evening. We take things from under the rug, we examine it. But we are also here with our musicians this evening. And before we let them go or we grab them, of course, we have Brother Earl Morgan from the Heptones, Jeff to be here with us. He's just holding a vibe with this evening. And he would be around for the musicians in case they need to ask him any questions. You're gonna hold a small impromptu vibe, so how we do it on a Sunday evening. And we also has another story which you know it's kind of written for ridiculous. The story, on any kind of measure is ridiculous. So we are having a story with President Trump who's having a fight with the Pope. Now it is unlikely characters. Never before you could say in the history of things you have heard of a sitting president having a fight with the Pope. It's just like chalk and cheese. It just doesn't go together. It's just two different entities at any point. But here we are with Mr. Ridiculous and Mr. Righteous having you know, and what could be
No, this one I have to weigh in on this one.
well,
No joke about that.
let's give it the floor. Go ahead, please.
Yes, yes, yes. What is happening here now is the politician used to control the church, but they can't control this pope here. But it should be the church who control the politician. So this pope ain't no jokey pope. This pope comes and he will not allow the politician to control him because the pope supposed to be higher than the politicians. And they supposed to take talk from the pope and not them giving the pope talk. Because growing up, I know the pope supposed to be one of the most influential man on earth in the Babylon system. You understand what I'm saying? It is church and state and society. The church supposed to be the head of the state and the society. But no, these mafia people now they control the church. So when they control the church, there is no righteousness. You understand? So now this pope come now and say, this politician ain't gonna control me, and this pope is gonna show his real power and try to balance back things. Because the church supposed to be in control, not the politician. And this Pope know that, and that is what he's doing. He ain't gonna let the politician control him because all right, our thing in Ethiopia is theocracy. Theocracy is the Almighty, the King, and the Prophet. So God talked to the Prophet, and the Prophet talked to the King, which the King could be the Pope or the Prime Minister or whatever. But it's the Almighty who sends down the order to the priests and to the president or the prime minister. So this pope know that, and I think he's a very smart pope too, because if he allows the demon to control the church, he's gonna get a beating. So he's doing the right thing. He's standing up. No joke about that. He's standing up, and I respect him for that. Bless. Reality. Yeah, man, reality.
We
Or politician to control church. No, there won't be no peace nor righteousness on the earth. Not at all. I'm not saying the Pope is righteous, because God didn't create that system. It's them create that system. You understand? That's Rome thing. For you have a man center. It's a man center. You control the man center. God never create that. Lucifer create that. But anyway, that was the order of the day. The church ruled everything, but the church is no longer in ruling. And this Pope want to get it back in order. Understand? And that is reality. That's where it is. For me personally, I see it spiritually. That's where it is. I would love to hear other the views of others.
Well, we thank you so very much, Shiloh, for your contribution. Happy You've been with by the Cooperative Local 26 with your host, Sadie Gomez. We coming to you live, and we would like for our other viewers to weigh in on the fact that President Trump is having a big fight with the Pope, and at this time, the floor is open. We'd like to know what our other viewers think as we weigh in. Anybody else here with us? Because we heard Peter Shiloh. Charlie, you want to weigh in on this situation?
I'll go.
Okay, so
Well,
Jack,
since you asked,
well,
uh, I think that your president is experiencing dementia, and he is losing it. And all of the evilness that is on the inside is just simply coming out. Uh,
oozing.
the level of chaos that's surrounding him, the level of negative energy that's in his atmosphere and that surrounds him all the time is seeping out of his pores. He cannot help it. I believe that he is enjoying this war because he enjoys chaos. I believe he's enjoying the chaos behind the Epstein files. I believe all of that. I believe he is enjoying. He is getting. Here's a man that got a nickname, a negative nickname for everybody, right? Here's a man that when the former director of the FBI died, he says, "Good. I'm glad he's dead."
He meant it.
Of course, he meant it. And then here he wants to be this person that can just do everything. So he wants to be some type of religious leader or perhaps even a cult leader. And he's praying for someone. Looks like laying his hands on it. And then, I looked at him and I looked at the hands glowing that look like they're anointed. And the only thing come to my mind, I wonder them the same hands you brag about grabbing women by the you know what.
No, it wasn't those.
Maybe maybe with some different hands. Because
It
these
was,
hands
it was smaller.
are healing hands, you know? So I think that he's enjoying all of this, picking a fight with the Pope, and not only picking a fight with the Pope, continually going on with it, telling people that he's going to destroy a whole civilization is going to die tonight.
Yeah.
I think I think he's schizophrenic.
So I think that he is having the time of his life, and in his mind, as people as he's gotten, he probably think it's all one big reality show. You
He
follow
think it's
me?
acting. He think he's
Right.
acting. Yes.
So right, I think he's an actor. Everything in his life is staged. From the very first time he announced that he was going to, they talk about him coming down on the escalator, yada yada yada. All of that was staged. Paid people, paid actors to be there and to greet him and say all kind of wonderful things. It's all staged. But this is who this individual is. I don't really have a whole lot to say about him because I try to keep that negative energy away from me as much as possible because I'm always concerned about my own spiritual health. And I don't want a whole lot of that negative energy that he pulls off around. But if we just look at him, the guy, I mean, we can go on and 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 on.
Make sure you don't overdose that bit because I will let Ras Kimian weigh in because it's only so much you can do. You already have your filled. So I would not let you utter any more words concerning because we could only absorb so much of that negativity at one point. So I let my other studio guests weigh in, and please don't poison your system. Raskimian?
Yeah. Man,
What?
when I think of this president, I think of Jack Johnson, the boxer. Um, when he was going around whooping everybody, and then there was this guy called the Great White Hope. And everybody was looking for this guy to just show out. Like this gonna be the best boxer of all time. Ain't no boxer like this boxer. Boy, that man got
What was his name? What was his
The
name?
Great
Terry
White Hope.
Cooney?
The Great White
Terry
Hope. That's
Cooney?
right.
just look it up. The
Terry
Great White
Cooney? Terry
They've
Cooney.
always wanted the Great White Hope.
His name is not important. Jack Johnson.
Right.
That's who's important. So it's a very interesting time. Trump is rumored to be the last president, and this Pope is rumored to be the last Pope. And this Pope has made it known that he has family from New Orleans, who has family from Haiti. So this is a colored Pope. People,
black-
yes, he's the black Pope. They said the black Pope will be the last Pope, and we have the Great White Hope argue with the black Pope. Of course, this would happen.
Of course, this will happen. What do we
And we
expect,
have the
right?
What else?
the
What
last-
else? What else is a fascist gonna do other than what they've done before? Because
Right.
when Mussolini was going up, they had their deal or whatnot. But then when Hitler came, they were going past what the Pope's control was. So again, history is repeating itself. 1930s, hey, it's 2026 right now, hey. History repeating itself. And these are the things that, these folks try to make these grand scale, controlled chaos. Because there's out there rumors about this years before. We read 1984, or we heard about the book 1984 and see people talk about it. So there's a whole plan of things going on, and there's a certain time where certain things must fall and certain things must rise. And they're gonna make a show out of it while it's going on. And but it's very interesting to see a black pope who better dialogue with Abraham Traore. That President Trump better dialogue with Abraham Traore. Traore talked about leadership or what he should do. He didn't have an argument with him.
Right.
Hey, so this is a very wonderful time, and we are in the Ethiopian World Federation. So all we gotta do, just keep on doing what we're doing. We get our 5,000 members. We say, hey, UN, we don't know this guy. We don't know this guy. He's not in our jurisdiction, and these folks are having a hard time. Their whole persona of reality is going through dementia. Not him alone.
Right. He's just
Their
a
whole
part of it. He's just a piece of it. Right.
They are being depleted of life because their society projects a trajectory that leads to lower population, more pollution, more authoritarianism. They put it in their movies, they put it in their books, they put it in their cartoons, and seeing it play out. So we're looking to go out with a bang. Because in the Terminator movies and all these things, they like to portray like it's just the whole world is like that. No, it's them. It's the West. Because meanwhile, that great movie is going on. The ground level work is going on where people are uniting, people are learning more, people are having more educational reasons. The frivolous talk of just hearing yourself speak is going away. People are looking to learn. So now people are finding out what indigenous mean. People are finding out ecclesiastical law. People are finding all these things, and then there's propaganda going on because there's this no king, like Lion King. Who shall be the king? Fools! I will be the king. the scarred one, you know, with all these Epstein files and stuff. And then they should be there, no king, no king. But don't, the king came, set the kingdom, and he said, a generation shall replace me. So we keep on doing what we're doing. We broadcast this all over. That these people are just trying to make a show. It's very entertaining, but man, it's beautiful outside. It's beautiful. It's a great time to be in the sun. It's a great time to be in the sun. It feels good. You know, drink your water, eat your aita, learn about Rastafari, and watch Babylon burn. Hey, that's all I got to say, Sister Sadie.
I mean, the reality of it is that we have heard and we've talked about it for so many years that Babylon is falling, Babylon is burning. But to be here now, 2026, and to witness prophecy happening right in front of us and part of our own experience, I think it's an amazing thing. The question I think that most of us need to ask ourselves is then why are we here? What is our purpose of being here, being on earth at this particular time right now? Do I have a mission? Do I have a purpose? Do I have something that I'm supposed to do? Is it something that I'm supposed to do to even help heal this situation or help fix the situation? Even though this may look like David and Goliath, and you may consider yourself a nobody or nothing, well, what can I do? You would be surprised what you can do, or what we can do as a collective, right? Or what we can do as a collective. So, this may be the last pope. Trump may be the last president, but for me, in my house, I don't worry about such things because I know in whom I believe. And I know that no weapon that is formed against me shall prosper, and that I'm going to be all right no matter who's in office, no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what the economy look like, what crime look like, or any of these things. Because I have within me, embedded in me, not a belief, but a knowing that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. And so I'm protected, and I've always tried to, you heard me talk earlier about protecting my energy. Well, that's just one of the things that I tried to do. But if this fella is the last president, if this is the last pope, whatever, it's not the last me, and I'm continuing to go on, and we're going to continue to be all that we're supposed to be no matter what.
Well, very much interesting, Charlie, that the fact that, nothing is going to face you in such a way as far as if it's the last pope or the last president, but of course, in protecting our energy, which we have come to now since we have entered into the fifth dimension. Our greatest protection right now is securing our spiritual field. We cannot even allow certain people to come within certain distance of our realm. We have to actually draw a big circle around us to keep people out of our
Out.
spirit.
The vampires, they'll suck your. They used to suck your blood. Now they'll suck your energy. They'll shrivel you up if you're not careful.
Energy. Y'all seen about the Air Force people that finally fessed up?
The Air Force people.
Yeah, there's been some reports from the Air Force, some documents and such about the Air Force speaking about the dimming of the sun.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
things that Dick Gregory been talking about for years. About them spraying the things in the sky, and they have all type of
Chemtrails.
yeah, like aluminum and certain different things that when we inhale it, it's not good for our bodies. So yeah, it's a very revealing time. Very
It's sure. And we must live this time. The people who are here in this time is the ones that was chosen to be here in this time.
Mhm.
Because the ones that had to go they found ways and means of taking them out to the last 4 or 5 years. We had the COVID, we had the this, we had the that, and there are certain people they particularly would have liked out because it is better for the dumbing down of the nation when they have to perform certain acts. So therefore, there was even certain age groups that they wanted out of town simply because they do not wish for anybody too wise to continue with the special agenda. But we are here in a great time because it's a time of change, a time of truth, a time of openness, because it's not much you can really lie about. Earlier on we had a conversation, Charlie, where we know that the Gen Zs, you cannot tell them anything but the truth because they're gonna Google it. Long ago when not so Gen Zs grew up, our parents told us some things and we just believed because they were our parents. It was a bag of garbage, half of it, but we believe anyway. Much to our death, some of us, because we know that the stork didn't bring the baby, and that was 40 years later when you're having one yourself. And, I heard a joke where the 6-year-olds know exactly what part of your anatomy they came out from. So it's a different time, but an interesting time, a time whereby only those who hold fast to the righteousness and the elevation of truth could survive in this time. Because the time where it has been purposely shaped and fashioned for us to be confused, simply because it's a time whereby in a little while from now, we will have to get the introduction of the alien forces that are around and must be shown and spoken about. So this special agenda that Mr. Trump have, like in the year 2027, he will have no choice, or somebody will have no choice to explain why these spaceships flying around. It's also a case where fake news. What is fake news when now we have a system called AI? It is more confusing than fake news because now you are forced to believe what you are seeing, and some of the things are true. So, what do we differentiate the fake news, or what is AI doing? And who is AI, by the way? And are we ready for AI, period? Because they are, in fact, the fallen angels, which we ain't ready for just yet. And we are seeing a set of things being revealed unto us, like we are seeing the events of the mermaids parading up and down the place. Mermaids are real, sirens are real, and there's a difference between mermaids and sirens, just as much as they're different between devil and Satan. And yes, I just said that. It's Sunday evening, I've given all of the teachings. Yes, there is two different entities. A mermaid is not a siren is not a mermaid. Devil is not Satan. Satan is not devil. There's two different entities. Try and learn this real quick. Try and understand it. You get your slice of the pie on the Sunday evenings. So take it, and we will always come back to fill you in and let you know some truths. But this evening, we thank each and everyone who came out with us. We had our special brother Earl Morgan from the Heptones with us this evening. He was vibing with the musicians. He's happy to be here with us for a little while longer. I don't know how we're doing on time, Charlie, but I know that Sunday evenings we be hanging out sometime. We pass time, we talk till our face hurt. All right, so I'm a little far away from home, but in any case, I know we have like a half an hour again to run, and it's been a blessing that each and everyone could come out. I don't know how much musicians we have here with us, but Peter Shiloh, I'm going to give you a little time to drop something on us at the moment, if you can. Okay, I'm seeing I get a message from Peter Shiloh as well. Oh, with us we have also for the talent show that is coming up with us. We had our wonderful engineer put some beauty to the rough work we did. And our talent show is taking place from April 26th, which is going to be next Sunday in my right calculation. And this will be done right here on our live platform for live. We would have our flyers given out in Harlem this week, and we're going to have our audition done on this very platform. And this is a full flyer that was done by our engineer, making us look really pretty. And we are getting that kind of action. So musicians, this week you're gonna give out your flyers, you get your people in, and we're gonna have a platform for our music. So just asking if you can follow on with us, the musicians would like to give us a little rendition of what they're gonna. The floor is open for that kind of action.
Well, it's
Who is
Peter Shiloh, aka Magical Son, original Kingston, Spanish Town countryman, the ancient man of Irish and the Magidian Santa. Blessed, enough love and respect to each and every one, brothers and sisters. I'm just gonna touch a little piece of I don't wanna have to make you rise wood and stone to praise you, Jah. I don't wanna have to make you rise wood and stone, no way. I don't wanna have to make you rise wood and stone to praise you, Lord. I don't wanna have to make you rise wood and stone, no way. Burn out all carnal weaknesses. Burn out all impurities. Only let love come from this heart of mine. Only let truth speak by these lips of mine. Oh, I don't want to have to make you rise wood and stone to praise you, Jah. I don't want to have to make you rise wood and stone, no way. Burn out all carnal weaknesses. Burn out all impurities. Only let love come from this heart of mine. Only let truth speak by these lips of mine. I don't want to have to make you rise wood and stone to praise you, Lord. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Burn out all carnal weaknesses. Yes, Rastafari. Clean and pure meditation without a doubt. You see it? Yeah, man. Rastafari, live and reign. I'll bless. Burn out all carnal weaknesses. Clean and pure meditation within. Blessed love. Rastafari.
Yeah, give
Yeah,
thanks.
man. Yeah,
we thank
man.
you, Shiloh, with the segment. And we have another member of the musical unit with us. Yatta, yo, Yatta, you're here.
Oh
That
yeah, great thing, great thing. Yeah, yeah, before we go any further, you ever heard of an African called Simeon Toko?
you mean Togo, yes, I hear the name.
Yeah, he was the black messiah, you know. He had powers just like Jesus. Yeah, they
Yeah,
tried to kill him many times and he still came back alive.
yeah. And what happened is when they cut up his body and throw his body parts all over the earth,
Yeah,
and they got rid of him. The next morning he stood up in his office and he said, "You might have killed me, but many more come because look out for Sadi and the others."
yeah. We have the same powers like him, and they won't be able to stop them when they come. Yeah,
Thanks,
you're,
thanks, Togo. So we want to give Brother Earl a little bit
huh?
of history of this. So
Huh?
Brother Earl is with us, so Earl Morgan from the Heptones. So
Oh yeah,
no time in Togo. He was an African brother, very mystical.
yeah.
And what
Born
happened?
in Angola.
Right. So you want to
Yeah.
give us a bit of it,
Huh?
give us a little bit of history before you go on Yatta. Give us a 2 minutes and I'll fill in.
Oh yeah, he was born in Angola, and he had everybody noticed he had special powers when he was growing up and thing. And he was in the church, and he was performing miracles like Jesus, healing people and everything. So that the church people got jealous and say he's working science, he's working black magic. So they threw him out the church and thing. But he keep on going around and helping people and talking out against the system and everything. And until the Illuminati tried to kill him. Many times they tried to kill him, but they couldn't kill him. They even cut out his heart and see if he was still stay alive. And he wake up and tell him to put back his heart inside of him.
Mhm.
Yeah. All this is documented in a real thing, like documented facts.
Two were mystical men that were created. Also, very importantly, you know, they convinced him airplane. And when they got him on the airplane, they cut up his body in various
Yeah,
pieces, drop it all corners of the earth. So they
yeah,
think they
true.
got rid of him. And
And that
then
was, yeah,
the day he appeared in the office of one of them, he said, many more like me will come
yeah,
to do things. So we know as black people or melanated people, we are putting powers. And we're
yeah,
going to,
yeah.
and
That's
that's
certain powers, man. Yeah,
next because there's some great mystical powers of
yeah,
people, melanated people that's being shown now. And it's
yeah,
looking like if it's AI, but I'm telling you not AI because we have seen some things with my own eye and I'm telling you it's not no AI.
yeah,
But that's a show for a different day. But thank you for introducing us to Simon Togo.
yeah,
And we know that he is strong today.
yeah.
You
Those
know,
are the
right?
people who can come and free us up from this tribulation.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Mystical
yeah,
mysticism now. Because bombs and ammunition wouldn't cut it. It's mysticism.
yeah,
And I'm going to put a show next week on mysticism because we
yeah,
are seeing people walking right into trees right now and telling you there's a 24-bedroom house in there. I'm,
yeah,
I'm, try- I'm trying to head in a certain direction to visit some of those people because, we got to see that's true.
yeah,
I'm,
yeah, true.
I'm rabbit hole. Hope they bring
Yeah,
my But anyhow, we have Yato, he's a good storyteller too. Like a poet, brother.
Mm.
Have a story to tell,
Yeah, but
He's also a musician. So Yato, we let you put this piece of story music. I'm hanging out here with brother Earl, you know, big brother.
yeah,
You ever see him soon because, I told him that, you can come pick him up to take us on Wednesday to Pavement Band with
yeah,
Derek guys. So, but, whenever free, and brother Earl free at him on a nice day. Because we don't want to bring him out when it's kind of cold and much, We want a nice hot day.
huh?
I said we want a nice hot evening to bring him out
Yeah, yeah,
to check out Derek and the band.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, vibes, you have to see what you have this evening for your big brother. Yato gonna bring something for you. Yato is gonna bring something for you.
gonna
He's gonna
sing some.
bring something.
Yeah, one, brother.
Yeah.
Sing.
Well, a son.
Yeah, man.
What is that? You do that?
Whatever you got, whatever you feel.
Oh, with song. All right, all right. Let me see. I got one to call he say she say. He say she say they say. What about what you say? He say she say they say. Keep wasting my day away. This day is a brand new day. So I'll find a way to make it better than yesterday. I won't indulge in any more of the ray. I never like listeners say, not to play the fool all day. So all busybodies just stay away. You're not fit for airplay. There's so many things that I could accomplish in a day. But he say, she say, they say, keep wasting my day away. I've got to stay focused, I cannot stray. Watch out for the obstacles along the way. Everything seems to be pretty okay, but the snake is creeping up on its prey. The world is a stage and life's a play, so be careful of what you say. And to whom and oh you may, and just do the things in the right way. Not as Babylon say, for he say, she say, they say. What about what you say? He say, she say, they say, keep wasting my day away. He say, she say, they say, what about what you say? He say, she say, they say, wasting my day away. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to the TV in the night, they say, how many people got slain. But was it stereotypical or is it logical to say? A tragic suspense that caused a spontaneous replay. In the art and thought of your mind, it ricochet. This is what's been happening in the world, they say. Guns and sex and drugs is the order of the day. It rests on the city like a very thick cloud of grey. But surely, as the pendulum sway, every man shall get paid. Politician fret against D-Day, and the pastor say to pray. And the weatherman say the weather pattern is in disarray. But that is all they can say. But he say, she say, they say. What about what you say? He say, she say, they say. Keep wasting my day away. Wasting my day away. You know? Yeah, that's it, man.
Yes, I like it. Good
Yeah. On the tough, right? Yeah, give thanks, brother. Yeah,
idea. Yeah, I like that.
yeah, man. Bless up every time, you know? Yeah, that's for all those the people them love walk and chat people business, yeah? Yeah,
Need something like that right now.
yeah, man. Yes. Give thanks to say the eye again, King man. Yeah. Give thanks for life, you know?
I'm going to say no, so.
Bless up every time. Yeah, man. For real. So that's it, you know?
So much for that rendition. We feel blessed.
Huh?
Every time you come on and you drop something with us,
Yeah.
and the elders sing like it too. As musicians, you gotta link up. It is season.
Yeah, right. We're gonna link up and do something, yeah? Yeah. And the works have to go on still, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Give
we
thanks
thank
to the mo- Huh?
you, the member of the Ethiopia World Federation Musical
Yeah.
Unit, Local 26.
Yeah.
And they're gonna be putting on a talent search on April 26th, starting your auditions. It will be on the very same platform that we are on right now. And for those who are listening on, we would link you to let you know if the link has changed, but most likely it's going to be the same link on Sundays at 7 p.m. to 9. We thank each
Yeah.
and every coming out. We're going further with it because we are auditioning new members
Yeah.
in the categories of reggae, rap, gospel, calypso. We also have poetry and we do have dancing. The dancers, once they qualify, they'll be placed in the musical videos. We do have a couple of videos to come out with, and this will be all done for our summer time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the final of the 18th, 2026, and we're offering three musicians, so I believe five, who qualifies to the semi-final, a chance to be on the record label for
Yeah.
your outfit for you records. And we have Brother Earl. He will be one of the judges as well on the show. And I myself is looking forward to getting sponsors for some of the musicians, the upcoming ones, to push them forward. Money to spend, but we spend, see what we can do by grabbing some cash in to help our musicians along
That's
and
what's up.
our event. That will
Hold on.
happen July 18th is our big show, our final show to be held in Harlem. The same place we had our first show. It's going to be our second anniversary, and we doing bigger things. So for this evening, it's your host, Sadi Gomez of Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated, Woman Auxiliary, Local 26, coming to you live and alive. And I know our evening is quite spent. We had various topics on the Pope. We talk about what's happening with the war. We talk about the ego of Mr. Trump. We talk about the killing of the beautiful young lady. They like to say unalive, but she is very well dead. They all know where she is now. It's quite unfortunate a beautiful black woman had to go like that. There will be investigating the circumstances, and people like to say our thoughts and prayers go out to her and her family, but we don't even know what the situation was because this woman clearly was placed into the hands of a reptilian and he devoured her. It's real sad because we don't want to lose our young, black, beautiful queens like that. And we direct them, stay within your lane, within your melted brothers, within your stay with those who love you because with a black man, I'm just gonna say I must defend black man because my father been a black man and all my brothers, my uncles, But I want to say to our black women, there's certain crimes that a black man do not do. If a black man take you to Tanzania, to Africa for vacation, he done near save up 10,000. He ain't trying to kill your silly black ass. He's trying to have a good time with you. Because he's not going to spend all that money to take you over there and kill you. If you want to kill you right on spot where you are. So black men don't do fancy, stupid shit like that. A black man take you to a vacation, you're going to have a good time.
Yeah,
So he ain't gonna try to save up all this money and then take you and kill you. We don't operate like that. So black woman, stay in your lane, understand who your brothers are. And really the only women that can control a black man is the black woman, because you already know who she is. And we were sent to be equal partners to work side by side with our men. We are not docile, we are not submissive, we have the big mouth, we are very strong, and yes, we are empress men, and yes, surely we are. Ask King Selassie what he thought about her. You see, she's quiet, she's silent, she's beautiful, but she's very strong and powerful. And that's how the black man like the black woman. That's how he like us. So we're not trying to be all dumb, docile and submissive and playing we half as stupid. No, they don't like that. We are equal partners. We are lion and lioness in the jungle of life. So we try to be docile. We are not that. And we cannot pretend to be what we are not. Yes, we are loud, we have big mouths, and that's exactly how black men like us. That's the black woman they were given. That's the ones they love. We are not going to weak out. We are soldiers just like our men, and we stand side by side with them. So the best man for a black woman is the black man, and that's just how it is. But if in case a white man love you, you can love him back a little bit. But the real true partner for a black woman is a black man. That's just the way it is. So make no apologies for our race. We love our black men. And black men may continue to be strong and beautiful and be our protectors and partners. God, we love you all dearly. You're our fathers, our brothers, our uncles, our friends. And we love you all, black men, and we are going to stand supporting you all the way. And that's the way it is. We are the first. We are God's creation. We are the apple of his eyes. So we know who we are. Black men, be strong. Your women are backing you. And we are teaching that's the vibes we're pushing on this side. That's the vibes we're pushing. So for each and everyone who came out tonight, we are so happy with each and everyone. And of course, we thank our special guest, Earl Morgan, for showing up with us. Thank you. And, wifey is right in the background too, because, she's behind every strong man, there's a strong, beautiful woman,
Yes.
Miss Ivy, we want to say we love you. She's right here with us, but the screen can't hold all of us because, Brother Earl, I'm a little fattish, so can't squeeze in with you.
Yeah.
But if Miss Ivy comes, we'll have no room for her. But she's right here. We love you, Miss Ivy.
Yeah.
And she has been the love of Brother Earl's life for a long, long time, almost like forever. So we love to see this love affair going on. And of course, we thank our engineer Charlie for always being with us, putting up with us. New things, yeah. That's Dr. But he wears different hats. And of course, Peter Shiloh, who did our jingle first. We thank him very much as one of the musicians. He's always on with us. And we thank Yato for showing up. Yato just gave you the poetry, Brother Earl. And our brother Raskimian, he's from Local 49. He's from the Ethiopian World Federation. We enjoy when he comes on for his conversation. Young, vibrant brother, and he's ready to do things. Yeah. So we totally enjoy him. And your host, Sadie Gomez, we gotta say hail up. And to my listening audience, my sister Donna Gomez, if she's here with us. I'm not sure. We have Sister Khadijah listens in sometime. We have Roseanne. I don't know if Laurel is listening, but we want to say we love each and every one.
Yeah.
I don't know if Nadia is listening tonight because we have them come in the background. But to each and every one in the background who I have not even called, Otis, my cousin in Trinidad, he always say hi. I want to say hi to Safari, who is listening as well. She's beautiful fashion mama. And to all who possibly I must have forgotten, we want to say thank you. And join us next time. Same place. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. One love.
One love.
Respect to all.
Yeah. And of course, thank you, John.
It's the Ethiopian World Federation Incorporated Women Auxiliary presents Empress
Say the thunders